Hello and welcome to the program. I am Soren. Let us continue from where we left it last time during the last episode. Instead of writing in a journal or making a sound recording as once upon a time, I can now look at my correspondence notes on my mobile. Not right now, but usually, to tell you all about my unique adventures. I began with the following in a text message to Rosemarie. Best wishes for Christmas and very Happy New Year. On Wednesday, 31st December at 5:27 p.m. I jotted down a few more words while traveling in the airport bus towards Telemarie. So far, soon after I sat down, a chook brain, probably from Southeast Asia, started to sneeze right on my head behind me. Imagine how it feels. It must be very much a lousy luck on my part. We're now in St. Kilda. Rosemarie responded. Oops, got problems here too. Home phone and modem are dead. I rang Optus and we tried to fix, but no go. Tech is coming on Friday morning. Have a good trip. Hope it turns out better than expected. Home phone and modem? Try taking the plug from the electric socket. Wait for 20 seconds, then plug it in and wait until all lights on the modem are green. At 7:03 p.m. Security checks have been smooth and friendly for a change. I'm having a cup of peppermint tea. I have just got both of your messages. Enjoy your tea. I will try the modem and phone to fix as you suggest. A little while later, she wrote, No go with the phone and the modem. Now, don't worry about it. Just enjoy your trip, hopefully. It is sad that there is no other phone at home. Never mind. No sense worrying about it. We'll let you know when fixed. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you also. I am in the plane right now. I have fixed the problem, partial electrical failure it was. Have sent a text cancelling tech. Thursday, 1st of January, 1:26 a.m., Melbourne time. I have just arrived. Hope this message is not disturbing you at a very lousy hour. I'm happy with the good news about the modem. I hope my recording on the laptop will be fine. I'm already looking forward to coming back home soon. Claude is arriving now. Sweet dreams. The times shown are all Melbourne time, unless it is otherwise indicated. At 9:17 a.m. Good morning, and again Happy New Year. We have just left a New Year's party in the city, and I am no longer feeling tired. She wrote back, Good morning to you too, and a very Happy New Year. 11:54 a.m. It is approaching 9 a.m. here. Everybody still seems to be asleep. Hope you are going to have a nice lunch. Keep well. Very peaceful here. Not surprised they are sleeping it off where you are. We had some very, very loud private fireworks here last night, like explosives on a demolition site. Enjoy the peace and quiet. My thoughts are with you. Average Perthsiders do not seem to know how they celebrate in Melbourne. Here they make noise, very loud music, which is really no music at all, and jump on the floor as if dancing in the mud. And they drink and drink. Don't worry, it is only an observation. However, they are usually well behaved. I can never sleep at this time of the day, especially when it's already unpleasantly hot. But they can. Sleep on, thou little infants. She wrote back. Hope it cools down a bit for you. Probably the booze has acted like a sedative and knocked them out. Boring for you, though. That is so true. The whole place and the city bore me to tears here in Perth. I need to keep myself mostly indoors. As you know, no shops are open today. Oh, yuck and yuck again. Hope there is some good company, an interesting one soon. I'm just looking at some of the images captured on my mobile. They make me feel homesick while everybody is sleeping. How blissfully quiet it is. You wish you were here too. Hope you got yourself some brekkie. Oh, I did not have any brekkie yet, and I'm very hungry. I don't know where everything is at the moment, for I am here for the very first time. By the way, I met one of my former students while flying. She sat next to me and I did not recognize her, but later she asked me if I was Dr. Sorensen. Can you imagine? Coincidentally, she had been allocated a seat next to me, unawares. Anyway, I hope people will start getting up soon, so that I can also fill my empty stomach. Have a look around in the kitchen to see if you can at least make yourself a hot drink. It's rude to leave you high and dry like this. They should have told you last night where things were. I think they were very drunk, but I have made myself a cup of tea right now. Remember, all the shops are closed here for the holidays, so I cannot get a quick breakfast elsewhere. I never believe in wasting time with inconsequential issues, but have always been subjected to so-called friends' unthought-of decisions for me to wait for them for long periods of time. When I lived in Germany, all those years ago. This trend has never ceased after I started to live in Australia. And interestingly, my own so-called family members, starting with Magda, my ex-wife, subjected me to the same. When I was younger, the Strohbachs would take me to some of their friends and relatives, leaving me in the car to wait for them while they visited, using multiple excuses such as, they don't know you. On their return, after about 3 hours, They would declare that one could not say no when some delightful food was offered, and they had much to reminisce. This trend remained like that for a long time, until I protested. Alas, members of my ex-wife's only associates, the Jehovah's Witnesses, had similar tendencies, making me wait in their vehicles for long periods of time while they had to talk to someone or visit them, later taking me home after wasting my valuable time for nothing, just sitting and waiting. Magda's excuse was this: "How can you say your time is wasted? What did you need to do anyway, other than just writing, reading, and wasting time with trivial things? Listening to your music." In fact, I believe it can clearly be seen that those who only consider themselves being important without a thought of what others may need to do with their time, therefore their lives, are most selfish and thoughtless people, and should be avoided. "What a pain in the ass," wrote Rosemarie. "It really is. It is nearly 10 a.m. your time, so someone should theoretically get up soon." Theoretically. But for now, I'm sipping my peppermint tea and dreaming of one of my lovely breakfasts back home. I can almost taste them. Maybe I am going crazy also. I enjoy your cuppa at least. No, you're not going crazy. Not sure. In fact, I am very concerned at the moment. A phone conversation revealed that apparently what Claude said in regard to his mother was incorrect, according to Birgit. For she said that Claude must have lied once more, as per his lick, and being just like you, Dad, saying things such as Mum would never talk to people who speak to the spirits. Birgit then emphasized specifically that dear Mum must have said she would talk to Dad if she saw him on the streets, for he was also a human. And apparently Mummy dear was somewhat changing. But I still believed that what Claude was telling me was the truth and not Birgit. I learned not to trust anybody after so many lies have been told right in my face. Remember, as part of their faith, the witnesses would never, ever talk to anybody who is disfellowshipped and shunned. Tell Claude when he surfaces, don't mince your words and tell him straight out. And if things don't improve, PDQ, get him to get you on an early flight back. I will see him soon, but I don't know what to believe or expect anymore. Hope they are finally up and your day vastly improves. Friday, 2nd January, 10:26 a.m. Good morning, Rosemarie. Did you have a nice breakfast? Yesterday, young Jerome finally came out at about 11:40 a.m. and we had some muesli for Bricky. Despite his disability, He's a very caring young man. The rest woke up much later. Then, with Claude, we went out. Birgit was saying, Dad, you can stay at my place for as long as you want. As the story unfolded, she told me how happy her mum was that we met and I was to visit Fremantle with them. It seemed that it was already decided for me. Claude had been repairing his mother's 8-cylinder Ford, which she does not drive. It is a matter of having the confidence and courage. Claude came with that car to Birgit's house and we went to Fremantle together with Jerome. We had food and took lots of photographs of the old town. Birgit discreetly spoke all about Claude's addiction to alcohol and drugs when he was wandering around or ordering food. She told me his liver was affected and yet he still drank heavily. Later we met Birgit's daughter and her boyfriend Daniel. She worked as a hairdresser's apprentice at the time. Birgit wanted to get her other son, one of the twins, allegedly being forced to stay with his dad in Adelaide. As you can appreciate, I was writing these lines purposely to keep my diary notes before I got ready for the day's activities. However, I have later discovered that the other boy was really happy living with his father. Good morning. Didn't realize you had sent me some messages until just now. Decided to go and shop early before it heats up. I watched the Tattoo last night and the New Year's Day concert from Vienna. Hope you had some brekkie. May it be a good day for you. Thank you. Hope it will be a good one for you too. If I was home, I'd probably have recorded them. Yes, shame we didn't realize they were on. I would have set the computer to record them. I know. Maybe they will repeat them later. They usually do. By the way, I have used one of those coffee machines with cartridges full of ground coffee for the very first time ever. Sitting in the large lounge room without any breathing soul and enjoying the aroma of real coffee since I arrived. It has changed my opinions about them completely, believe it or not. Must be a better system than the one we experienced. Perhaps you should make a note of this one and the capsule brand. Enjoy anyway. It is called Capino and is apparently available everywhere in Australia. I also found a book of a very hilarious kind. What is your poo telling you? It's written by two doctors in a fun way. It's a well-illustrated and hysterically funny description of dozens of dookies like pebbles, monsters, poophorias, and more from www.chroniclebooks.com. Sounds like it's one for the library. Oh, definitely. I have made a note of the coffee machine and the book. But who is the author? While enjoying my coffee, I'm wondering what to have for breakfast. Unsure if Claude wants to go out with me or spend time with his good friend, who is a divorced gentleman with a 9-year-old daughter in his ex's care, waiting. It would help if he told you, but then again, all is peaceful here. I bought myself a pair of shorts and cotton tops. By the way, the book is by Josh Richman and Anish Sheth, MD, and published by Chronicle Books, LLC, 680 2nd Street, San Francisco, California, 94107. Thanks. Made a note of details. Good. In the meantime, there is no sign of any soul at the moment. It is 8:49 a.m. and I'm going to send him a message. Good for you. First, I need a brekkie. I'll see what I can find. Hope you'll enjoy a nice lunch. Thanks. At the moment it is 19 degrees here and will be around 26 later. But Melbourne seems to be extreme. You need to keep cool. And the day I return it's predicted to be stormy there. The plane was out of control when landed in here in Perth. No, you didn't tell me. Yes, I have every intention of keeping cool, by the way. Tomorrow is even worse. Thank goodness I don't need to go out. I sent a nice message to Claude. The weather is a worry, to say the least. Glad you sent a message to him. Hope you get a response quickly. Getting a response quickly can be questionable, but one needs to be patient with him, as he is still fixing his mom's car, which could later be sold for circa $8,000. She does not drive, and I'm still waiting. Give him a ring. I will try. Phone is charging. Yesterday he told me he had confirmed our flight on 7th. New Year's celebrations, well, just do what you can. I advised him to abstain from drinking for a while. Good for you. He's being careless about himself. I don't know what he wants to do. Okay, I'm going to go and cook myself some lunch. Enjoy. Thanks. Bon appetit. Rose just rang me. Bill has been told he has just weeks, but can't say how many. 8:14 p.m. I have been to a few places such as where her daughter works and Birgit's workplace. And Claude was very busy, still working with his mom's car, telling her he was unsure. However, he wants to pick me up at 6 in the morning with his good friend Michael to go down south and possibly come back in the next morning. A very nice adventure. We'll see what happens. With all that commotion, I did not hear the phone. But I'm very disturbed about the news concerning Bill. I'm unable to suggest anything at the moment, as I'm truly shocked. Take care. Later I wrote, Birgit has just left for work. He'll be back at 2 a.m. As usual, I have to wait. What about your medication? I'm all right at the moment. I keep all my medication with me at all times, just in case. Thank goodness for your foresight. Since Birgit has opened up, speaking favorably about me, without forcing her viewpoints, as she promised, I'm happy with that, although it is hard to trust the situation. Okay, where will you be staying? At Birgit's, I guess. I guess it's best of a bad job, as they say. If staying with Birgit, why not keep your luggage there? That is so true. Obviously, spending time with one's supposed family would always be the best thing. But it seems some people prefer other friends, for they might not have seen them for a long time. After all, I'm only visiting WA, not people. That's how I feel about it. Don't blame you. I spoke to him on the phone. He will drop in by to see Birgit. Some people are not worth worrying about. I could be wrong, but I have a sneaky suspicion he was angling to get you stay there at Birgit's anyway. I'm absolutely certain of that. So, when is he planning to turn up? Hopefully sometime this evening, if his other friend is happy for him to do so. I can't see him being up and about that early, so he needs to make it tonight. Maybe even needing a push. I understand. Saturday, 3rd of January, 8:31 a.m. Although I have discovered a complete reversal with Birgit, I still cannot trust anybody at this stage because I have been subjected to too many pretensions and lies in the past. She insisted on introducing me to some of her friends who happen to be gay. We went to her daughter's work, a hairdressing salon, also to where Birgit works, at the old pub, the Ale House at Paddington. Then we had a drink and met her wonderful friends. Oh yeah, what was her motive in introducing me to them? Perhaps my suspicions were groundless. Later, she went to work and told Claude to pick me up to visit the paddo with where she worked at night. And music was like mud dance music, sneakers and everything else. Birgit and her bosses offered me and Claude and his friend drinks. Some ladies invited me to the dance floor to dance with them. To tell you the truth, I never expected it, and many seemed to admire my dance routine. Claude and his friend later asked me why all those young people were interested in me and not them. Interestingly, with many artistic people and performers talking to me, both Birgit and Claude discovered a different person in me then and there. People could not believe that I was an oldie. Then again, who cares? After midnight, we went our separate ways. We had some Persian snacks, and this morning we are going to travel down south. Hope it's going to be cool. Take care, Rosemarie. Much love. Thanks for the message. What an interesting night, certainly different. I woke up to the same partial power failure this morning, but it was easily fixed. Have a great day. I'm going to work keeping cool. Love from me too. I'll write more soon. Okay, talk to you soon. Sunday, 4th of January. Good morning, Rosemarie. How are we doing? This is just another day. Yesterday morning I was up as usual, very early. And Birgit's son got up very early, and we had got prepared to get ready. Jerome's psychological state was not a good condition. We have convinced Claude, although he was reluctant, to take him with us. And we started our photographic experiences. We went to the southernmost of WA, where two oceans meet. His friend wanted to go to a point of interest, but everybody was happy to go back after deciding to share food at Miss Maud's. Although I prefer to contribute to the experience, but he wanted everybody else to pay. Anyway, some being Turkish, Birgit wanted to introduce them to me and to me to them. Friends. Good morning to you too. Didn't Claude want to pay everything? If he didn't, that would be mean of him not to pay for Jerome. It is much cooler here this morning, so I went out just at 8. If you can soak your feet in salted water, that would help you with your tired and puffed up feet. The weather has been very friendly to me during the last few days, but sitting down for long hours does not help. When I move it, it eases. Not being static is not a good idea. Regarding the pictures, yes, I have captured excellent ones, but my memory card is in the camera full. And so we'll put a spare card in today. When is it going to be cool there, I wonder? On Wednesday, as my luck may dictate, I will be arriving in Melbourne. Later, we are back. I believe she's thoroughly confused what to believe about me, for she knows the huge difference as she is discovering me right now. Don't know what the temperature is going to be for the week, but rain is already forecast for Wednesday. Tomorrow morning I have to go for my blood test, wrote she. I'm happy that the weather is good. Just made myself some muesli for breakfast. Good, enjoy in peace. I'm not surprised about your body's behavior in protecting itself when the blood test is done. Peace and quiet is very therapeutic. I'm thinking of leaving a small monetary gift for Jerome. What do you think? I'm not worried about it. As for the weather, I just know it's going to be wet. Jerome has brought a beautiful gift for you from Perth. That's a nice gesture. With regard to Jerome, I think we will be helped with the weather. I also believe that it is going to be good. As you can guess, I have left a number of my well-known signatures here, as in the plane, and at almost all restaurants I have been to here. I'm going to take this morning easy and might even watch the news. Not surprised? Enjoy your fresh cup of tea. By the way, I'm sure you have anyway, but double check your luggage. Sorry, but I don't trust people. Top temperature here is below 30 degrees today. My flight to Melbourne is about 9 a.m. on Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to it. Good for you. My luggage is simple and does not contain anything of interest. Look forward to having you home. I'm glad everything is in order. Furthermore, it seems Birgit and her sister, who lives in Doncaster, have strictly no communication whatsoever. The other is apparently still so obsessed, according to Birgit, that all men are child molesters, just like the one she had been complaining about. She talked about her being a very disturbed woman, and Claude is still friendly with the other. Birgit seems extraordinarily angry with Claude in regard to his, as she repeats forever, best keep out of it and leave them to their pettiness, as I'm sure you are. As Claude was explaining, apparently her sister tells everyone about her organs being more towards one side of her body and the other side is empty, apparently. You can guess who is blamed for that. Obviously me. But they are all inflicted with their mother's genome. Ah dear, I'm always considered as crooked and crippled, but I'm not, as you know. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Keep well and be happy. It really is so amazing to note that the entire organization of Jehovah's Witnesses, as well as my ex-wife and her absolutely perfect children, follow the same trends. In all honesty, after associating with them for a very long time, I can say nothing. I don't judge anybody. Apparently my wonderful children, knowing everything learned from their associates and their mother and witnesses, are incapable of understanding or having any common sense. They're all perfect as their God is. However, I have not seen Annette for many years, and therefore what I know about her is not dependable, as I have been told too many lies. Breaking news, no details yet. On Sunday, unsuccessful ram raid at the cinemas in Keringal. Terrorism, is it? No, I don't think so. It's an idiotic movement. The cinema was the one at Keringal, obviously. They attempted to steal the money from ATM. Not to worry. The company will pay for nothing. When they are caught, would the offenders pay the damages? Remember, a little something for Birgit and her son is a pretty good idea. She said she could not accept it, but it might be too much for me, but accepted it as a gift. They have discovered somebody contrary to what they previously considered. That's me. Now we are waiting for Claude's arrival in an hour's time. Birgit's daughter is with her uncle at the moment. We're going to go to Miss Maud's restaurant. It has been until now. He's not going to pay anything. He wants everybody else to pay. Apparently some others think of him being a very rich man. Stand your ground if you're necessary. Happy you got such a great reaction to your gift. I was wondering if it is appreciated. On the other hand, I doubt the culprits in Keringal will be up for paying the insurance. No, most definitely I'm not in need of incapable of paying for my own. That is a different matter. I'm always prepared to show greatness, and in reality many people appear to lack wisdom, but I seem to present the worst case among the highly supreme-minded, as they believe. Hopefully he will arrive soon with his niece. I'm hoping that he will not be told lies about me giving them gifts. I think this way I can understand that too well. Bon appetit, bon appetit. Ta muchly to you too. And so we ended our conversation. Thank you for listening. Keep smiling and be happy until we meet again by the next episode.